All right, we're live. We are horned up. We got some top tater real close. It's gonna be a great night. Great night.
Horned Up brought to you by Top Potato, best damn dip you can get made right here in Minnesota. The dip that tastes like home. And yes, it's Super Bowl's over, so that means it's officially official. It's draft season.
The dip that tastes like home. That's not their slogan. It's not.
That's what I'm trying to get it to stick.
No, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine.
I think if they hear it, they're going to take it and go with it.
But yeah, we should probably stick to the main one. Anyways, yes, brought to you by Top the Tater. Hit them up. Get it. Delicious. We got Nitzberg, Julian, Knack, Boswell, Vossman, Nitzberg, Harmsy. Harmsy's already on the board. He wants
already on the board. Booker. Yeah, I'm going to do something a little different for trivia today. One doesn't know what's coming at him, but it's going to be a little bit different.
Well, different how?
Different awesome. That's how.
I'm concerned now. Jelly Monster, what's going on?
It'll be word jumbles.
Oh, I am not good at word. If they're word jumbles, those make my brain break. I suck at word jumbles. It could be Vikings, and I wouldn't get it.
We'll let a few more trickle in before we hop into the news. And, it's just crazy as it's kind of a weird time. The Senior Bowl's down, no combine yet, kind of a lull before the storm. But there's still a lot of Vikings news dropping like every single week that we do this.
Yeah, a lot of news and nuggets. Some nuggets better than others. Just got off roundtable. There was way too much Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings talk. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I think he's going to retire.
Well, I don't think he's going to do that. I'll bet you whatever you want on that one. I just don't think he's going to be a Viking.
Let's do a can of manwich and I'll eat it a year and a half later.
God, that was gross. I did it, though. I mean, I drank more than I should have.
Yeah, you did.
Viking funeral dick trickle.
Handsome Adams here. I haven't seen him in a while.
Look at him. Gare Bear should be getting his gummies tomorrow, I think.
Really? That is exciting. Purple Pumpkin Face is in the house. Gus Miller. All right. You ready? Should we jump into the news?
Hold on. We got a little time here. Make up some more slogans.
I love that slogan. I'm really trying to get it to go. Does too. Yeah. So, what else is going on in the news today? Cold open.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk some Vikings.
Let's do it. So this is from Jeremy Fowler. A couple things from him to start here. The first one is the Vikings haven't made a firm determination on this, but many around the league see them starting over with J.J. McCarthy if a new suitor prices Sam Darnold out of Minnesota. He goes on to say that, like Kirk Cousins, the Vikings don't want to mortgage their future to bring Sam back.
What was the first part?
The Vikings haven't made a determination, but those around the league feel the Vikings are going to go with J.J. McCarthy at quarterback.
Yeah, I think I mean, there's usually a different version of this every week. Like, oh, the price tag is this. Maybe they'll do that. Everything points to J.J. McCarthy being the guy next year. I mean, Vikings fans, love him or hate him, he's going to be our guy next year. Sam Darnold will not.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. It's just the right thing to do for this team, where they're at, where they're heading. Get J.J. McCarthy in there, and let's just start getting him some reps right now with the ones. Why the hell not? Jeremy Fowler had more nuggets. He says that the sense in Minnesota is that Byron Murphy walks, but Vikings free agent safety Cam Bynum could stay under a new deal.
Yeah, that one almost made me just explode my pants in the front and back. Like I was very surprised about that. Like it's kind of reverse of what we've kind of been saying. And I know Byron Murphy's contract, his projected contract, went up quite a bit.
It seems like it keeps going up.
Well, Cam Bynum's ain't cheap either. So like I would honestly bet more so that we bring neither of them back than we bring back Byron Murphy, or we don't bring back Murphy and we bring back Cam Bynum. Like that was I didn't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I felt like right after the season, the needle was pointing to keeping Murphy and letting Bynum go, and now it's swinging back the other way. I would like one of them back because I just think the change in the back end of the secondary could be too much if you lose them both.
Well, yeah, and I'm just like, Cam Bynum, fine. But like both of them? Good Lord. I mean, we're looking at Josh Metellus, Theo Jackson, Mackay. I mean, we got nobody. Like, that's just too much money to spend in free agency for new dudes to come in. Like, I hate it. T-Bass.
Wow,
T-Bass. I'm gonna be in your territory very soon. We're pretty far away, but I have been reading your emails.
Yeah, he emailed you a full trip advisor.
Well, it's a lot more north. I was looking at some of the stuff he sent, but I do appreciate it, T-Bass.
Did you see what was supposed to happen at 4:00 on next Wednesday?
I'm gonna be shit-faced?
No, it said oil massage T-Bass from the waist down.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one yet. That must
have said one of the top attractions in Florida.
T-Bass, we appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, very, very much. Byron Murphy. We'll see what happens there, but yeah, I feel like it was 22 million.
Michael Blackie's 48 today.
Hey, happy birthday, Michael Blackie.
Great. Now I got to crack another beer. Happy birthday, buddy.
Absolutely.
I hope I see 48. Maybe.
So something we need to keep in mind here, some updates here. Jordan Addison filed a continuance of his DUI case in court. Pretrial hearing is set for March 12th. Whether he ends up being convicted of that or not, the Vikings, the league can still do stuff. So there's a chance Jordan Addison may not be with the team when the season starts.
Well, and that's why you look at the Cooper Kupp trades. You look at all these other guys, is because going from Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison to Justin Jefferson and Jalen freaking Naylor is quite the drop. So I'm all in on any trades for some of these wide receivers that are out there being dangled.
Yeah, again,
like my nuts.
I mean, just imagine if we end up drafting a receiver, but then Jordan Addison gets suspended, and you have this rookie receiver, Speedy Naylor, and Justin Jefferson. I mean, Jefferson's fine. I mean, but the other two, it's a little bit concerning as wide receiver 2 or 3.
Yeah, that I'm expecting him to get suspended. It's only a matter of time, if and when. But we got to be prepared. Got to.
And supposedly KOC and Kwesi will have a joint press conference at the Combine on February 25th. Probably a whole lot of not saying anything real worth of note.
No, I was surprised how much they did say, or they've been saying recently about like they need to address certain interior offensive. I mean, they've been saying more than they have been. So maybe they're getting out of their shell a little bit.
Do you think they'll say we're going to draft Gray Zabel at 24?
No, but if the Vikings did draft Gray Zabel at 24, I'd be just fine with it.
Ashley Dixon in the house. Hello, Ashley. How are you?
Good to see you. That's
the longest name I've ever seen. Skol Vikings. Let's go Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, he's always in the comments. We appreciate him.
Oh, that's a mouthful. We got a couple more nuggets here. Again, I know we've already touched on this, but Schefter, he floated the idea of Aaron Rodgers to Minnesota, I believe, on the air. Again, I'm not a fan of this one bit, and apparently you are not either.
Well, Schefter, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't been really spot on. He's been pretty bad as far as reports with Aaron Rodgers, which makes me feel happy about it. What gets me concerned is the odds. It was like 400 plus 400. That's too high. Like they were like 5th or something. It comes down to being like 20% chance that the Vikings. That's what gets me concerned. Not Schefter. Schefter can eat ass. But like, no, nobody wants Aaron Rodgers here. There's no point. Chris Bowman,
thank you so much.
It doesn't fit the mold. It doesn't fit their what's the word? It doesn't fit their not genre. It doesn't fit their.
It just doesn't fit the way the team's going right now. It wouldn't make any sense.
I'm thinking of a specific word. I can't think of it.
If we didn't have JJ McCarthy, I think this is more something to talk about here. But
what is the word I'm thinking of? And it doesn't fit their. It's not environment. It doesn't fit their
mold.
No, personality isn't it either. I'm really close. Damn it!
I don't know. I know what you're going for. Yeah, it would be horrible. I don't know how much he would help JJ McCarthy. Was he going to sit there and pout when he sucked?
Culture. Thank you, Boswell.
And Vossman got it too. And
look at everybody's coming in with Nitzberg got it. Everybody's coming in with culture.
Nitzberg just copied Boswell. That's all he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's a good fit. And I think Rodgers his play has really declined here. So not interested. Doogie. I think Doogie watched our cut video the other day because he says the Vikings make a lot of sense. They cut Ed Ingram.
Yeah, and I'm going to take a crap tomorrow at 8:23. It's obvious.
You gonna sit down?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm in the shower still. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, it just makes too much sense for what the savings you get.
Identity. There we go. God,
Dead cap money is
with big
basically nothing. It makes total sense to let him go and just get somebody else in the as a backup.
Yeah, I mean the cap savings alone. We've harped on Ed Ingram just getting the hell out of here.
And I mean, do you think it's a situation where a change of scenery will do him well?
T-Bass, the issue is he is on a rookie contract, but it goes up to like 3.6 million. And he's not going to play. And you can cut him and save what, like 3.2?
Mm-hmm.
It's something crazy. It's like that's why you go for the cap savings, and there's not a ton of dead money, and he's not playing. We don't want him to play. He's not going to play, and you're not paying that much for a backup. And Blake Brandel is going to be making whatever $3 million, probably to be a backup. You're not going to have $7 million in backup guards.
Yeah, so it makes all the sense in the world to let him go. And yeah, that's just gross depth. So that is our Vikings news for this week. So some things going on in the world of the Vikings.
Yeah, and who came out saying that they don't expect the Vikings to sign Byron Murphy or Cam Bynum?
I didn't see that.
It was I don't know if it was Schefter. It was one of the big boys saying at this point, or no, the report was at this point they would expect the Vikings to sign Cam Bynum and not sign Byron Murphy.
Yeah, so we just talked about.
That was did we? I thought that was on Roundtable.
It was Jeremy Fowler. Oh, great, you're shit-faced.
Fuck. It's just on Roundtable. We've talked about every one of these topics on Roundtable, and I can't remember what we talked about.
Yeah, so that was that was the news. So thank you for.
Hold on, I also heard the Vikings might. Schefter reported that Aaron Rodgers could be a Viking.
I think it's time for the mailbag.
You've got mail.
All right, so we got 5 questions today. 5 questions. And let's start with this one from @Derek1974. You should look into getting Drew Magary from Defector on the show. Vikings fans and creator of Why Your Team Sucks every preseason. Excellent guest, he says.
Those are awesome. I looked. He has like 150,000 followers on Twitter. He will never respond to us.
never respond to us. Not interested. That was also my answer to that one.
What are these? Wendy's breakfast wedges? Are those like fries? It's like potato wedges?
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
I've never had a Wendy's breakfast. I'll say that.
I think I did in the airport once.
Well, yeah. I imagine it being very wet.
That was good.
Like the croissant. Croissant's just wet.
No, it was actually, I think it was really good. It was a while ago, but I don't remember it sucking. I would remember if it sucked.
Well, wet doesn't mean bad.
Oh, all right. Viking Jeff asked this. Do you have any insight on how the dynamic works between O'Connell, Kwesi, and Brzezinski? By the way, I hate trying to type the word Brzezinski, he writes.
I'm glad he asked because, yes, we do know what happens there. No, we don't. What's the next question?
No idea. Yeah, no idea. I would assume Kwesi runs that ship just by, you see KLC's expression during the draft where he's like, oh, my God. Like, Kwesi just doing his thing there. Doesn't need to talk to the coach. This next one is from @RunFireFox. Miami's Javon Holland a possibility at safety with his Brian Flores connection?
Rainbow connection. Javon Holland's going to be expensive as shit, but he's good.
He is good. And if you're not investing in Cam Bynum or Byron Murphy, you have some money there to put into a guy like Javon Holland. So I would not be upset about it.
Yeah, but isn't he projected at like 21? I mean, it's high.
It's up there. But
I've said it multiple times. I'm overspending money at safety. Get a decent safety, and maybe that's Metellus and Theo Jackson. Get those big boys up front. I do not want to spend $20 million, even if it's a great safety. If it was a guy we drafted like a Kyle Hamilton that was awesome, and he was on a rookie contract, hell yes. But stop spending money at safety.
It's funny you mentioned that combination because Chris Viking 30 says, what do you think of safety room if it's Theo Jackson and Josh Metellus as our starting safeties? What do you think of that?
Depends on who's up front. That's what I think of that. Like,
you got enough beef
I don't
up
get
front, it might not
excited about
matter.
it, but if we got two new dudes on the defensive line, game changers, then I'm all for it. I don't care if you're playing safety.
Yeah, I'm not really a safety. I'm more of a D tackle.
Yeah.
I'm explosive. I got great get off.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Holland is good, but like
Yeah.
we've had good safeties. We've had great safeties. Even a couple. I mean, Harrison Smith has been one of the best safeties in the league.
Yeah, we drafted a Super Bowl champion safety a couple years ago.
We haven't taken that next step. I'd rather have a amazing defensive lineman.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, the pass rush it really determines how good your back end is. I mean, if the quarterback has no time to throw the football, it doesn't matter who's playing safety back there. But that being said, I do think if you really bulked up every other area, Theo Jackson and Josh Metellus, it's not the worst starting duo you could have.
No, it's not. I mean,
I'm going to combine the last question with the next part of this layout because it's about Trey Smith, the guard. So Musty Insane 166 says Trey Smith looked ugly out there. Might need to rethink the strength. That goes right into this next segment. Nick from Just Know You're Chicago put this out on Twitter. I thought it was very interesting about them pumping the brakes on Trey Smith. So I thought it also applied to the Vikings here. And let's just listen to this before we discuss it. But Nick posted this. He said, Trey Smith's numbers in the playoffs. So division round, 48.3 grade, 1 quarterback hurry, 5 pressures allowed. Conference championship, Trey Smith posted a 49.5 grade, 1 pressure allowed. In the Super Bowl, 63.2 grade, 1 sack, 2 hurries, 3 pressures. So Trey Smith struggled in that playoff run.
Every guard struggles against the Eagles' defensive line. Every single one.
The other two.
What?
Well, he struggled the conference championship and the divisional round. He had rough playoffs.
Hey, that's the same people that are upset about this are the same ones that saying Sam Darnold shouldn't get paid based off his entire season. So, like, 2 games ain't going to make an entire career with Trey Smith. Trey Smith has been dominant his entire career. This does not affect me one damn bit. And I was just on with Nick, and he wants Trey Smith just as bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's eye-opening. It's like, holy shit, he had hit himself a real shitty playoff. Then you look at the numbers, that was one of our guards, probably one of our best-rated guards the last couple of years.
Best ever.
So, yeah, I'm not concerned. I mean, it's like, okay, shit, well, who knows? It's the end of the season. Maybe he's not feeling great. Maybe he's got some kind of injuries. But, yeah, you got to look at the body of work over a 3-game stretch, and the body of work is just too damn good. There's a reason why he's the top guard in the market because he's been fantastic for a long-ass time.
Yeah, I mean, and Harms is saying, am I the only one who wants Becton over Smith? No, you're not, because I mean, even Nick from Just Another Bears podcast, I mean, he said like he would probably actually prefer Becton over Smith just based off of the contract. Like Becton's gonna be much cheaper. I mean, Smith is a sexy one. He's the one that's he's saying he wants $25 million now, which is like 4 more than the top highest paid guard. So, like, if I had to pick which one I would want based off of the price, I'm taking Becton 10 times out of 10. But, like, based off of, like, the play, like, I still want Trey Smith. But I would rather have 2 solid guards than one guard than Trey Smith in a shitstorm over there.
T-Beth says, no, maybe he was banged up. We don't know. What's going on.
You might have 2 broken legs. We don't know.
Last Man says he's a great player, but he probably cost himself a little cash.
Well, Nitzberg says not as.
Look at this. Jeff was here is on the board. For Olympics and his eel pout sandwiches.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I never had an eel pout sandwich, but now I'm intrigued.
I would take Mekhi Becton and Zeitler, or a Becton and whatever, like a 1-year rental dude, old dude, whatever, over Trey Smith and Blake Brandel. 100%.
All right, let's do a new little segment here. We'll probably do this a couple of times until throughout the offseason. But if not, then who? So if not this player, then who should the Vikings use at that position? This version of it's gonna be free agent Vikings. So Vikings who are currently on the team, and if not them, then who should they sign? You get it? You got it?
Got it.
All right. So if not Byron Murphy, then who? Who do you bring in if not Byron Murphy?
I hate this. I hate the cornerback one because they're so expensive. And like when I think cornerbacks, I keep thinking of these guys that just never panned out. And you're not going to live up to a Byron Murphy. but I'm going Christian Fulton.
Christian Fulton, yeah.
Christian Fulton, he had a damn good year with the Chargers. Like, he played very, very well, and he's been a bust. But, like, he kind of shedded that a little bit. And I still think he's not going to be very expensive. And I still and Brian Flores, I think, could have a little bit of fun with him. So it's not like you're replacing a Byron Murphy, but you're taking a big old swing.
Going with Christian Fulton. Ashley says 21 likes. Let's get up to 45. I agree with Ashley.
21. Let's go.
Oh,
you gotta get over 50.
I went with the one in the comments. DJ Reed, $14 million for a corner.
Wow,
yeah.
I mean, DJ Reed's fantastic.
I didn't think, sometimes the obvious answer is the right one. 5'9". I know he's not big, but he's so damn feisty, so sticky in coverage, so aggressive. I love him. And if we're not getting by Murphy, let's go get DJ Reed.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, you ready? Second one. If not Cam Bynum, then who? If not Cam Bynum, then who? I'll start with this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
You might always know who I'm going to say. Talanoa Hufanga, safety from the 49ers. Something came out today said the 49ers are going to move on from him.
As they should.
And the linebacker that you want. I'm having a brain fart right now. But
Dre Greenlaw?
I love the way this guy plays. Yeah, Dre Greenlaw.
Dre Greenlaw does not want to be a 49er. It's the other way around.
I love the way he plays with his ass on fire. He's crazy. He's been hurt. I want to see him put together a full season. I want to see him do that in Minnesota because I think him and Brian Flores' system could be a hell of a lot of fun. He's not going to cost a ton. And I just love this guy. I love him coming with the draft. I wanted us to draft him. We didn't do it. So he's a wild man back there. Talanoa Hufanga, if not Cam Bynum.
I did cheat on this one. I know it sounds like your rules were it had to be a free agent, but if it's not Cam Bynum,
doesn't have to be.
I'm rolling with Theo Jackson.
Okay.
Like I don't want to spend. I've said it before. I don't want to spend a ton of money at safety. I want to put that money elsewhere. And if Theo Jackson turns out to be a complete disaster, then so be it. We'll address it next year. But I don't think safety is really going to make or break this team.
Yeah, I just want him because I love him. All right, let's go to the next one. If not Aaron Jones, then who?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a name, but it's just a draft pick. Like no free agent. No, I don't want a free agent running back in the $46 million range. I'd rather have that running back in round 3. You can list off the Scattabos, the Judkins, whoever you want, but it's one of those dudes. It's one of those dudes where you're getting them very cheap and see what you got. Because if it's not Jones and they don't want to spend money, if they want to spend money, go get Jones. Like Viking Funeral saying Najee Harris. You know, I love Najee Harris, a couple of Najee Harrises, but like if we got to that point, it's like just take a swing in the draft.
Yeah, I went Najee Harris. I think he'd be fun.
I
feel like he wasn't. I know he's expensive, but we got money to spend. We got money to spend.
On guard and D line, it ain't can do all that. Back.
You can still get yourself Najee Harris. Why the hell not? Physical runner, can catch the football. I feel like he kind of
what running back can't catch
of the Steelers doghouse. Najee Harris would be kind of a fun free agent signing for the Vikings. So if not Aaron Jones, not putting money in Aaron Jones, put it in Najee Harris.
Yeah, I you know what, it might be fun and not you know what, it would be great. I just don't think, yeah, go cheap.
You look fun.
Cheap.
D-Bass does not want to be on the drawing tonight. We'll see about that.
Too bad.
Harris. All right, well, we got one more. If not, then who? If not Cam Robinson coming back and playing guard like you want so bad, one bar, then who?
I don't say I want it that bad, but if he wanted to play guard for $10 million, then I would take it 10 times out of 10. And don't get me wrong, I love Najee Harris. Like same thing. I mean, he's good. He's good. Like DJ Reed. Of course he's good. I'm just thinking money wise. That's it.
I'd be shocked if they did. I don't think they'll do it.
But Cam Robinson is gonzo.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went a different I think he's gonna go try to get tackle money and maybe he will, but I'm Storm Norton, former Viking. Swing tackle out there. He's elderly, but he's younger than Q-Bear. So I'm looking at more at the tackle spot than the guard. And Storm Norton is a guy that has actually had a couple good years, and he's a very good backup. And you just sit him next. If Darisaw ain't ready to go, Storm Norton can play for a game or two. He's not going to be horrible. He ain't going to be great, but Storm Norton's going to be very, very cheap. And he's the next Q-Bear up. We're not spending $7 million on a backup left tackle. Go get a Storm freaking Norton.
Yeah, you went tackle on this. I just went with him playing guard, so I went with Will Fries. Go get Will Fries.
He's like the second-rated guard out there.
Yeah, and get him. He's playing left guard.
He's going to be twice as much as Cam. He's probably going to be 3 times as much as Cam Robinson.
Yeah.
Twice as much.
We got money. I'm willing to spend it.
All right. Well, so far you spent it on running back, and all right. You went to fantasy land on this one. I gotta say.
I went where I had to go. I went where my heart took me. And
well, yes, I mean, when you look at the money to spend, like we don't have any more money to spend.
No, we're working good deals. Don't worry about it.
Will Fries is going to be very expensive.
Yeah, and he's going to be very awesome as well.
All right.
Boom. All right, so this was kind of getting heated. Purple Persuasion was kind of going back and forth. I think Sean Kenner as well. About the Kwesi extension. Is it going to happen? Should it happen? And we're talking about maybe doing a full video on this, but I kind of just want to take a quick look at it and just maybe do a quick rundown if his good moves have outweighed his bad moves. So let's talk about Kwesi extension, maybe decide if he should get one or not. The Luminous, did he just write that or did he?
Yes,
I don't see any color.
Did. No, he wrote that.
Is he trying to trick us? He is. Okay.
I think he tricked you.
He's up to no good. So Kwesi extension, and let's just maybe talk a little bit here quick about some of his bad moves. Obviously, the 2022 draft, his first draft class, historically bad. Probably one of the worst, if not the worst, in Vikings history. That's always going to stick with him. Horrible class.
That's one of the worst in NFL history.
Yeah, it really is that bad. And you look at who's gone, who's left. It's just a bunch of wasted picks. Who you passed on, it's just horrible. Also, he had a couple bad trades, from minor players. Jalen Reagor trade was gross. The Ross Blacklock one was gross. Signing Marcus Davenport was gross. So am I missing any really other disgusting moves? I was just trying to think real quick.
No, I mean,
those are
fairly obvious.
Yeah. And the 2022 draft, it's just so bad. It's just
so what? At this point, Vikings fans just have to take that draft and throw it out the window. I mean, Rick Spielman had some real turd drafts, and we're going to hit on some of the players. We're going to hit on. I mean, you got to look at the full picture. Mm-hmm. 2022 is a disaster. One of the grossest things you've ever seen.
Yeah, it really is. But then you offset that with the free agent class from last year. How good that was. That was as good as that class was bad. He drafted Jordan Addison. He found some undrafted rookie free agents like Ivan Pace, Ryan Wright, Najee Thompson. He brought in Harrison Phillips, Byron Murphy, Josh Oliver, Jalen Redmond. He found traded for T.J. Hawkinson. He let Kirk walk, fixed the cap.
Arnold.
Yeah, I mean the whole 2024 class, and then extended Darrisaw, Jefferson, Metellus, and hired KOC. So just a quick look. I mean, it looks to me like as good as outweighed as bad.
I mean, they're gonna. I mean, Kwesi's gonna be here. There's no way in hell they're moving on from Kwesi. Whatever it is, if it's numbers, whatever, it's going to happen. He's gonna be the GM for the foreseeable future.
Well, that's the question. Is he going to go into next year as a lame duck?
No,
or is he
it's going to happen this year. There's no doubt. You don't re-sign the head coach, the same guy that you brought in the winning record. I mean, look at the win-loss record. You can look at all the other little things, but he's going to be here, and it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen before free agency.
Wow, all right, that'd be awesome. I love that. I agree. I want him back. I think he should be back. I'm surprised at how many on Twitter were calling for his head. I didn't really get that.
It's the same ones that were probably bitching about the halftime show and bitching about the fireworks on the 4th of July. Wah.
You're talking about one person.
No, there's a lot of people. I've come to the conclusion every year the same people who bitch about the halftime show bitch about the fireworks. We're grown adults. You shouldn't care.
I was actually mad. My mom, usually she's right after the halftime show's over. That was the worst ever. And she didn't do it this year.
It's probably because she was passed out.
She might have been. It was late. Travis Nitzberg is calling a undrafted rookie punter who's been here for 3 years a bust. All right, let's take out our magic wands.
Can't wait for agency. Let's go. We're going to be live that whole day.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic. What a day we're going to have. All right, let's take out our magic wands, shake it a couple times, and let's fix one area of this team with one swing of the wand.
Wow. Yeah, we get a magic wand. Contract-wise, out the window. We just get to bring in somebody. Or, we can cut somebody. It can be whatever we want. But we get a magic wand for 30 seconds. Boz Daddy, the guy who complains when the team. Yeah, exactly. Same people bitching about the firework. Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't a very good firework.
Like, do you want it to go on forever? Like, how long do you want it to last? It gets old pretty quick.
I've learned as a father that the quicker the fireworks, the better, because they're boring, they suck, and they're late. They're too late. I want to go to bed. All right, magic wand.
You are a crabby old man.
I love America. I love the 4th of July. I'm usually too drunk by the time those things happen where I would just want to go to bed.
All right, so I don't know if I did this the right way or not, but this is what I did with my magic wand.
You get one move. That's it.
Well, I fixed one position with one swing of the wand.
Yeah. Who is it?
No, I just want the guard position to be fixed in free agency. That's my magic wand.
Not a magic wand.
Yes, it is. I swung it. Boom. We have it's fixed. We don't have to worry about it in the draft. We got our guys, whether it's Aaron Banks, Trey Smith.
Aaron Banks sucks. Quit talking about him.
Banks, Will Fries. It doesn't matter. Fix the position, get it done. That's my wand. I'm swinging it. That's
Jeff,
what I
you're
want
right.
fixed.
Tiny wand. What? If you get a magic wand and that's all you don't have a specific player.
Fixing the guard position. It's fixed. Boom.
Well, if that's as broad as we're gonna get, I'll just say I want a Super Bowl.
No, you can't. That's like asking for a fourth wish. I'm fixing it.
So you want to fix the guard position? All right. My magic wand is Trey Smith at like $23 million. We have to go. They've been saying it. We're going to go balls to the wall. We have to fix it. We're going to spend a ton of money. I want to see it happen. And at $23 million, I see that as overpaying, but I don't give a shit. Like, this is my magic wand. Go pay it. The Bears are going to throw a lot of money at him. A lot of teams are going to throw a lot of money at him. And it's just like, screw it. Get it over with and do it. Rip the Band-Aid off and figure out the other side. But Trey Smith, magic wand, all in.
We got Griff Daddy saying he wants Patrick Mahomes with his magic wand.
It's much better than just fixing the offensive line.
I love I said fixing the guard position, not the O-line.
I am old.
Griff Daddy says magic wand is Will Fries.
Yeah, specific. I like it. Will Fries is going to get paid a ton.
I
think Will Fries is going to get paid a lot more than anybody expects. He's going to be right there with Trey Smith.
You think he'll be that high coming off that broken leg?
Yes. A broken leg. Who cares? Those things heal very easily.
I don't know, teams put up any excuse to pay someone less in free agency.
He'll get paid.
Oh, man, he got a broken leg. Oh, no.
Guards have been getting paid so much. He's going to – broken leg will not be an issue.
Nitzberg is going to get a new kicker with his magic wand.
Your magic wand sucks. You need a new magic wand.
He hates our special teams guys. All right, it's time for our free agent crush of the week. Free agent crush of the week.
Free agent crush. Anybody got a free agent crush out there that it's not just – I mean, it can be obvious. It's more fun if it's not. Something weird. I think last week yours was Trey Smith.
No, mine was DJ Reed, and mine's just as obvious this week.
You got to dig a little deep.
I'll go deeper next week. This is the perfect week to do it.
Got a little bit of concern here. I'm fairly certain I heard a dog bark in my house, and I do not own a dog.
Maybe your neighbor Jerry's wasted and he's at your window.
James Daniels. That's a guy that's, what is he, 26, 27? James Daniels. He'd be an interesting one. I'll take it.
Pretty sure we did not want him the year he came out.
Well, we didn't want him because he was always like this. He ended up going round one of the Lions, right?
I thought wasn't he round two?
Was he really? He was a dude that the Bears, sorry. He was one of those guys that just kept he was going to be a tackle, he was going to be a guard, and he flew up the charts early. But anyways, my free agent crush is Andre Cisco. Andre Cisco, former third rounder, went to the Jags. He's a ball hawk, 8 picks, 4 years. He hasn't been overly fantastic. And last year's PFF was actually pretty bad in coverage, but the years before that, Very, very solid. I think he was just on a very shitty secondary for the Jags. And the reason why Cisco is more of a crush for me is because I loved him coming out of Syracuse, and I love his number because he's going to be around that 8, 9, maybe 10, probably more than $9 million a year. And that's damn near half of what Cam Bynum's going to get paid. I would much rather throw him in there with a Josh Metellus, Theo Jackson, whatever they're going to do, than throw that much money at Cam Bynum. So Andre Cisco is my draft crush of the week.
Cisco. Harmsy thinks he's going to get paid big money, Andre Cisco.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, he's projected to be $9 million right now.
Well, it's big money.
I'm comparing it more to, like, if I could have Cisco at $9 million or Cam Bynum at 15, I'm taking Cisco. Cisco and Bynum are kind of the same thing. They're a couple of ball hawking dudes that aren't overly great, but they make big plays.
Yeah. All right. I'm going with the very obvious one and free agent crush of the week. Well, no one had a bigger week free agent wise than Milton Williams from Philadelphia. What he did in the Super Bowl, absolutely dominating performance. And we're sitting here still in that afterglow the week after the Super Bowl. That performance is lingering large with everybody who wants a defensive tackle in free agency. 2 sacks, a forced fumble recovery, a tackle. I wanted this guy before it. Now watching him play on the biggest stage out there, I want him so damn bad. Milton Williams, wow, did he look good. Damn.
Yeah. No, I think everybody wants that guy. 100%.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as bad as Trey Smith was, like Milton Williams was that good. And I know, again, one game doesn't define you, but damn, God, he was good.
Oh, he's had a good career. I mean, he just haven't had his chances.
Solid.
I think he comes to the Vikings, he's gonna have 8 to 10 sacks and be the man. Like, he's 100% a draft crush.
Why is Lord Duncan trying to create controversy in his comments? Yeah. All right. So those are our free agent crushes of the week, and yeah, I'll go a little deeper next time. I've been really obvious.
Yeah, you're like 0 for 4, I think.
Why is it 0 for? It doesn't have to be this criteria of being this weird deep guy.
Well, I mean, everybody wants Milton Williams. Everybody wants a top guard. Everybody wants a top cornerback. Everybody wants these guys. I want to crush, man.
I have a crush on both those guys.
Everybody does. Nobody has a crush on Andre Cisco but me.
It's just you. That's just you. Let's go to our draft crush of the week. Who's your draft crush of the week? Again, drop yours in the comments. I need to get some more names to watch and look at. Especially doing all these simulators, getting those late rounds. Who is this guy? I need to know some more guys.
Chris Fulton, Jervis Ward. I like my draft crush is Jalen Knoll, wide receiver, Iowa State. Love that dude. The dude was born to be a slot receiver in the NFL. 5'11", 200 pounds. He's going to get the same thing as you see of these slot receivers that are bigger, tougher, that come out in the mid rounds where he's like, oh, you know what? He's not that fast. Who gives a shit? He doesn't need to be fast. I want a slot receiver. He's a very good route runner. He can kick return. He can punt return. Not only can he do it, but he's damn good at it, and he takes big-ass hits. This dude goes over the middle and takes just an effing huge hit and doesn't care and holds on to it. And what I love about him is that he, like, route running. I've said it for the last couple of years. Like, when it comes to mid-round guys, I don't want guys that are fast and maybe you can mold them into something. I want a dude that's ready to go. And Jalen Knoll from Iowa State is ready to go. Go watch that guy. Go watch some of these catches he makes and just takes like, if I took some of those hits, I'd shit my pants and drop the ball.
At least if you're going to shit your pants, hang on to the ball.
No, I wouldn't. That's why I dropped the ball. It hurt. Crap.
Funny, Knack mentioned Amari Hampton. I almost picked him this week, but I decided mine probably last Thursday. Aeneas Peebles, defensive tackle, Virginia Tech. This guy is so damn fun to watch. He's just got a high-ass motor. For a defensive lineman, he's got a wide range of pass rushing moves. He's got an awesome spin move that he uses. He's got very violent hands. He's 6'2". He's 6'1", 290. He kind of reminds me of Jalen Redmond out there. Same body shape. Doesn't really have a neck. He's just kind of like this guy in arms. He runs around. I love his motor. He'll make plays sideline to sideline. He'll run down the station quarterback across the field. He's running down for receiver, catches it. He's also very good at getting his hands up and swatting the football. There's a ton of these defensive tackles you can find late day 2 into day 3. Aeneas Peebles is one of them. And I love this guy, man. He is so fun to watch.
I've checked that dude out as well. Lord Duncan, Birch, Oregon. Yeah, when you watch Harmon, You will definitely see Mr. Birch.
Gotta check him. I'm checking him out tonight. That's Jordan Birch, right?
Yes, Violent Hams. Okay, Willie Lampkin.
Yeah, Lampkin's the dude that's like what, 5'11", 270 pounds, 260 or something.
Yes. Any more draft crushes going on? We're going to have old Gus Hartwig on, center from Purdue, tomorrow, so be sure to check in for that interview. I love that dude. I want him bad.
It's just a perfect name for center, Gus Hartwig. God.
Gustavus.
Just so damn good. Griff Daddy wants Jake Majors from Texas. Yeah. Love it.
Jake Majors. I was looking into him. I think he started like since his freshman year, and he's just like this, like a dude that could potentially just be a plug and play guy, even though he's like late.
Mm-hmm.
Is he late? Maybe he's mid.
Yeah, it's weird. He's one of those guys that some have him like in the 150s and the 200s and other simulators. I don't know.
Are we doing a mock or what?
Yeah, I'm ready if you are.
All right, this is going to take a second. This is going to be weird. Hold on.
TJ Sheffield from UConn. Who's that? Let's Bowl. Position is TJ Sheffield.
Is that Gary's brother? Son?
If it is, he'd probably be a future star as well.
All right, hold on.
T-Bass. That's rude.
What do you do?
Instead of seeing a free agent, we need Super Bowl experience on this team. Gus Miller, center, South Dakota State. Wide receiver, he's nasty. Sheffield, Gus Miller. I should write some of these names down.
All right, hold on.
Gus Miller.
Gustasus.
Yeah, Gary Sheffield did have a sweet swing.
Oh, he had that bat just a swinging.
Gary Sheffield. He started with the Brewers, right?
Hell yeah.
He's a Padres as well.
Huh?
Was he on the Padres too?
He's all over the place. He was a Yankee. Yeah. He was a Marlin.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Gary Sheffield trivia. I'll be here for days.
It's like we're using PFF today, PFF simulator. Where they don't give you the trades. You have to make them. They just tell you the teams that are interested.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Who's got first pick?
I think it might be your turn for the lives.
All right, so Vikings are on the clock. Trades, Saints go on the 40, 49, or 55. Wow, that's far.
Yeah. Luminous is for real on the board now.
Is he really? All right, hold on. So that's a little deep for me.
Did you check who's on the board?
All right, hold on. Membo, I love that dude.
Yeah.
Gray Zabel, Tyleek Williams. Boy, she's pretty pick clean. This is more picked than usual.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Tyler Booker way down. Harmsy.
PFF hates him.
Who hates him?
PFF's rankings hate him very much.
Yeah, this is, usually there's one of the D tackles hanging around. This is weird, but I like weird. Like, we don't want to do the same thing every damn week.
Yeah. Who's the next one? I'm curious who's after Williams.
I'm taking Gray Zabel, and it's really not even close.
Not even looking to trade, huh?
I mean, that far down? That's too far. Gray Zabel, I'm taking him.
All right.
And we get our starting guard.
I'm all for building the trenches. I'm just not a fan of not going interior O-line or D-line first. So I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah, Gray Zabel. Done deal. Let's go.
Gray Zabel, you are a Minnesota Viking. All right.
All right. You are on the clock, sir. We got a couple trades if you want to look.
No, I'm going to see who's there for D-line right now. That's my first concern. Jordan Phillips. Peebles.
Boy, Peebs.
Turner, CJ West.
Yeah, we're getting too far down.
All right, so there's some options. What are those? Who was looking to trade?
Oh, God, I hope we don't.
Nitsburg wanted Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant was not available in Nitsburg.
All right, so trades are pick 102.
Yeah, we could slide down to 102. Maybe they'll give us our pick 200 back.
So what do you want me to do here?
Let's go to 102. Let's get 200 back. And then see if they and then give them 97. See if they take it.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna take that.
Let's do it.
All right, resume draft.
All right, who we got? All right, so go to corner too. I want to see who's there for corner. Oh, Kobe Bryant. And this is what, pick 104? Yeah, give me Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant. I want Kobe.
Kobe Bryant, little lean, but the dude has ball skills. The man has ball skills. So, all right, we have 139. We got 4 picks left. We've gotten a guard and we've gotten a corner. We have neglected the defensive line. Hopefully, we have Shamar Turner. We keep taking him. Zeke Biggers. Oh God, Ty Robinson. How do they have him at 229?
I don't know.
That's stupid. So I'm not going to take him because he's still going to be there. Let me just look at best available.
Currently, Griff Daddy Tim Boss has ball skills.
ETN. God, Turner. I think Turner has to be the pick. I hate that we take him all the time. But I almost have to force the fact that we haven't taken defensive line yet. We can get a running back a little bit.
Again, I mean, we're still seeing nice options here on the board. All right, let me see who's there for running back.
He's picked.
I do like
Ollie Gordon.
Ollie Gordon's there. And what's our next pick? 200 and 239. All right, go back to D-line. I just want to see if there's anybody jumping on at me. That's running back.
Oh, shit. Oh, we had both on there.
Trey Smith, Jared Tafona, good. We can get Ty Robinson a little bit later.
Trust me, we're going to get Ty Robinson.
Let's go. Let's look at receiver quick. I'm just curious if there's anybody who's fallen through the cracks here. I'm not loving what I'm seeing here.
Jimmy Horn Jr. seems to get a lot of love.
All right, go to all. I just want to see overall here.
Oh, God. Tyler Cooper, Minnesota guard.
Yeah, that's screw it. I'm on. Take Ollie Gordon. Let's get Ollie Gordon right now.
Holy shit, he's doing it. Going running back. Come on down, Ollie.
I feel like most sites have him ranked higher, but we'll go Ollie Gordon here.
All right. Jake Majors. Look at that.
Staring you right in the face. He's going to lose his mind if you don't take him.
We got 2 picks left.
This is where you are. If you don't take your boy here, he might not make it to 239.
You know what? I don't even know if he's still there. He might not be. He shouldn't be. Oh,
he's there.
He's still there. 229.
Tonka's
you know what?
Nice too.
I love Griff Daddy so much. I'm taking Jake Majors.
Rolling the dice.
Griff Daddy. You know what? I'm actually a Jake Majors guy. I like him. I got to get to know him a little bit more.
All right, let's go to D-line and see who's there. We're going to double dip.
Ty.
Oh, he just went. That's fine. I'll take Tonka.
Tonka's
I'll take Tonka. I love Tonka.
Griff Daddy, I hope you appreciate how much I love you. I took Jake
just
Majors
gave you
over
some
Ty
thanks.
Robinson.
He saluted you. By the way, I saw Xavier Truss was there. I think I took him in the first round of my first mock from last year for 2025.
All right, so here we go. Gray Zabel, B-. Fair. I mean, a little bit early, but I'm not backing down from that. Kobe Bryant, A-. Turner, B. Ollie.
Hated the Gordon pick. It's all right.
So we get 2 defensive linemen. They got him as a tackle, but we're putting his ass at guard. We got a corner that's probably going to be cornerback 3, maybe 4, and running back that'll be running back 2. And Jake Majors is our project for 2026, baby.
Yeah, it feels like a meat and potatoes kind of draft for me.
Tonka Hemingway probably gets cut.
Maybe nothing overly sexy. But some potential here for some guys who can start on the road. So I'm gonna give this like a B- overall.
If these are the guys we got, I'd give it a solid B. Solid B.
Man, we didn't take a quarterback.
Well, Pittsburgh. We don't need that. All right, let us know what you give this thing a grade. But we got some trivia or what?
Yeah, we got some trivia. So last chance to get on the wheel if you want to get a chance for some one bar and Lepaga swag or something from a sponsor of ours.
All right, I'm gonna get the names going. You get your questions ready.
There's no questions today, Wumbar. There's no questions.
How's that trivia?
Oh, it's still trivia.
T-Bass, we're still putting you on there. I don't care what you say. You can give it away if you
pick
want.
Somebody, whoever he wants. Harms gave this draft a C. Grifty, I didn't like my Ollie Gordon pick. I like Ollie Gordon, and like I said, I just feel like PFF has him ranked lower than some other sites do. I could have gone with any running back at that point. Harmsy, C.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. T-Bass is on there twice. Let's go.
All right. So this is not questions. This is, you have to name, there's 34 guys on the Vikings who did this. 34 Minnesota Vikings from the year 2010 to 2019 who caught a touchdown pass. 34. You need to name every Viking who caught a touchdown pass from 2010 to 2019. You need to get 24 of the 34. That's 70%. Gonna call this a win.
Oh God, that's hard. What year?
2010 to 2019. Every Viking who caught a touchdown.
What if I get one wrong? Am I done?
I'm not really gonna. If you get 5 wrong, we'll call it. Just 5 completely wrong. If it goes too long, we'll maybe put a time limit.
This is gonna go on for 10 years. All right, hold on. I need to keep track of these people. I need 24 people who caught a touchdown in the last.
To call it a win, there's 34 Vikings who caught 34 different Vikings who caught a touchdown from 2010 to 2019.
2010. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard. I like it. I like Josh Oliver.
No.
You serious?
2019.
What? Oh, to 2019. All right, hold on. What's with the year gap?
That's the decade. We're going to 2010s. The 2010s.
Why don't you do like the last 10 years?
No, I didn't want to. We're gonna go 5 wrong, Luminous.
Okay, Oliver don't count. And I thought this was up until now. 2019.
2010 to 2019.
Diggs.
All right.
Diggs, Thielen, Rudolph. 2019. Good Lord.
Diggs, Thielen, Rudolph.
All right. Well, I got 21 left.
3.
This is hard. Why am I already tapped out?
Think position. Go by positions.
Dalvin Cook.
Correct. How is he? There he is.
CJ Ham.
Correct.
Charles Johnson.
Your nemesis. Correct.
Guy can eat my ass, by the way.
Oh my God. Where is he? There he is.
Well, how many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to think of the most random ass tight ends.
Griff Daddy's got 1. One of those is not correct.
Wide receivers, running back. So Dalvin Cook, 2010. Who's the running back after Adrian Peterson? Wasn't it Dalvin Cook? Who I'm completely idiot here.
Well, you said Adrian Peterson, so I'm gonna give you that.
After the Sidney Rice era, it was like the Charles Johnson.
You said Sidney Rice, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, who were those guys? Those are some rough years. Teddy Bridgewater, who the hell was he throwing the ball to? Man.
Yeah, Thomas, he got Dalvin Cook.
4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if Conklin was around before 2019. I'll go Conklin.
Nope, he didn't catch his first touchdown until after 2019.
You know what? I'm going to put a weird one out there. I'm going to say Rhett Ellison.
Rhett Ellison is correct. Rhett Ellison is. There's some much more obvious ones than that, but yeah, Rhett Ellison's correct.
Well, I keep thinking Diggs, Thielen. I'm missing
Armsy's got one.
I'm missing some very obvious wide receivers. Free agents. So Christian Ponder. Who did Ponder?
You got 9 so far. 15 more.
All right, let's go. All right, let me dig a little deeper. Who is the nutbag from the Bengals who always got pass interference calls? I need to dig deeper. I'm not going that far.
Maybe you can get Harmsy on there. He's just killing this thing.
Well, I'm not on Google, man. They got to be looking a little bit. Running backs. All right, running backs. After AP, we had. I don't know.
Pittsburgh even got one.
Was Mueldy Moore there?
No, he left.
Was Latavius Murray?
He never got a touchdown, so he went to the Saints.
Good Lord. I think. How many do I have wrong?
I think he got like 2 chances left.
My errors are getting all jacked up. Greg Jennings. Correct. Jennings was a ponder guy.
Greg Jennings is correct.
I can't believe I can't think of a dude from the Bengals. He had I think his last name was fairly normal.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Lindsey's got one. He's on the board. I thought you'd be killing this.
Oh, you know what? I think Treadwell got a touchdown catch.
Treadwell is correct.
Thank God. What do I got?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't even think I'm halfway there.
8. I think you got 12. I think you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 11. You're almost halfway there. 2 strikes left.
It's really going to be painful when you say some of these names. It really will be. I at this point, I don't think I'm going to get the Bengals guy. It's just
you said,
in my head.
I don't think you said that guy. Maybe.
I probably didn't.
Griff Daddy, that's correct. Vic Ryder, that's correct. That's correct.
Other running backs.
Let me just kind of give you a free one from the comments.
No. So I got Latavius Murray. I think the only running back I have after AP is Murray.
He didn't have one.
Oh, I know, but that's the only one I've said.
Mm-hmm.
There's
like 3 running backs and 2 fullbacks. 4 running backs, maybe.
All right, so let's try this. Thomas
Power, correct.
Jerick McKinnon had to have got one.
Correct.
I mean, Gerhardt, how much longer was he there?
Correct.
All right. More running backs?
There's 1,
2, more fullbacks.
2, 3. Yeah, 3, 4, 2 running backs, 2 fullbacks.
I just don't think Percy Harvin was there.
Correct, Percy Harvin. You said his name.
You're giving me 2 gimmies here. These are what am I up to?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14, 10 more. Never gonna happen. I'll say Sidney Rice, even though I think he's gone.
I already gave you Sidney Rice, correct. Right at 2010.
Oh.
You didn't say him, Thomas, but you're correct.
I can't believe I can't think of the Bengals guy. God, I loved when he got pass interference calls.
You want a clue on him?
Give me his first initial, I'll get it.
J.
Jerome Simpson. Dick.
Correct.
Dick.
Correct.
How many more receivers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What about Brandon Zylstra?
I don't think he know.
Fuck, I got one more. That's it.
Yeah, you got one guess. There's a lot of receivers left. There's probably 10.
I can't get past Thielen and Diggs. Jarius Wright.
Oh, you never said him.
Jarius Wright's on there.
Correct.
Brett Favre. Who the hell was on that team? Because we had
correct. Nisberg, wrong. I'm just going with the ones playing along in the comments.
I can't imagine the wide receivers that I am not getting on this. I said Charles Johnson. I said Greg Jennings. I said kind of the obvious one. Greg Jennings, Rodgers, Thielen, Diggs, Jarius Wright.
Thomas, you did say Thielen. The other one is incorrect.
Was Corn Robinson? Is he before him? Usually when I say a name, you'll say if I was right. So clearly
you got one guess left. I'm not going to know. Correct, Tim. Correct.
I'm speaking of the guys that poor Christian Ponder was throwing to, and they were pretty brutal. And like Gus Frerotte was before those guys, I think. Yeah, Frat was before. I don't know. I think I have to tap out. I'm trying to think of random tight ends. Tyler Conklin, I was already wrong on. David Morgan, you said didn't get one.
No, he did. Tyler Conklin didn't get one. You got Morgan correct. Wait, you never said Morgan. There you go.
Really? God, see, there's just
no. You said Red Ellison.
Yeah, Red Ellison.
You got 17.
I'm just pissed. Oh no,
Dave. Well, Wember's trying to name every Vikings player who caught a touchdown from 2010 to 2019, and he's really struggling.
Yeah, this is tough. I would have rather had like anything else.
Even that Seattle trivia again?
No, that just made me mad. Christian Ponder. Who the hell did Christian?
All right, I'm put 1 minute left on this.
Screw it. Give me a position of the most guys left.
It's wide receiver.
So wide receiver, like give me
where Duncan just dropped a 2-bomb.
Give me who's the most obvious wide receiver left?
One of the best in the history of the Vikings.
I came back. That's rude. That's rude. That's fair. Yeah, he was in 2010. Was he there when I don't think Troy Williamson was around in 2000. What do you say?
2010 to 2019. Yeah, Lindsey.
Williamson wasn't long gone. Wasn't he drafted in?
Yeah, didn't he last year 2 years? Tim Lindsey was killing this.
Yeah, I'm mad about Moss. That bugs me. That should have been. All right, go ahead. What do you got, man? I murdered this thing.
All right. Well, you missed Visanthe Shenko.
All right.
Nafu Tahi.
Okay, he was not even on the fucking radar.
Greg Camarillo.
Nope, not on the radar.
Michael Jenkins.
Not on the radar.
You actually mentioned this guy a couple weeks ago, so I thought you were going to get him. Devin Aromashadu.
All right. I would have thought he was earlier.
Stephen Burton.
Nope.
I didn't hear you say Cordero Patterson.
No, I didn't.
John Carlson, tight end.
No.
Matt Asiata.
No.
This name's going to blow your mind. Chase Ford, tight end, Miami.
Yeah, he was good.
Mike Wallace.
Yeah.
Zach Line. Aldrick Robinson had a 5-touchdown year. BC Johnson, Irv Smith, and Amir Abdullah.
I'll say out of all those, there wasn't one that really hurt. BC Johnson I should have got. Visanthe Shenko I should have got, but all the other ones can kiss my ass. I wouldn't have got those. I'm sorry. I could have sat here for 10 more hours. I wouldn't have got those other guys. Damn it.
I had Caden, dude. He did much better than you did.
Okay.
You did really bad. I thought,
really proud of him.
I thought putting it at 70% would be enough, but
yeah, no, I wasn't even. I was that like hurt how bad I couldn't think of them.
Yeah, I thought you would have done better.
I'm not that upset by the names that you said. I should have done better. I wish I could have done better. I'm going to practice. This ain't going to happen again.
All right, you better practice. That was tough.
All right, let's go for the winner. You ready?
Spin it. Look how big Grin says. Is it going to be Jeff was here or Chris Bowman?
I think it's Chris Bowman.
Oh, no, Jeff was here.
Knock her out. Jeff was here. Well done, sir. Hit us up. OneBarLupix at Gmail. You can get some gummies. You can get whatever you want. Let us know. Email us. Appreciate everybody hopping on this Wednesday Horned Up.
Yep, we appreciate every single one. Thank you, Top Tater, for sponsoring. And remember this, otter poop is called Sprint.